I'm Nataly, and I am lazy. I'm so lazy that I never have breakfast because I'm too lazy to cook it. I'm so lazy that when it got cold a few days ago, I always forget to turn on the heating in my room, and I always wake up in the morning out of trembling. I'm so lazy that I chase trams and metro trains and buses instead of morning jogging. And you know what? I don't feel any shame about all of that. Moreover, I have always been looking for the way of how to make the laziness my friend. So, how to be productive while staying lazy. And once I have found it, actually in the laziness itself. I was procrastinating at my work, which is really a common thing for me. I was scrolling Facebook when I saw an article based on the pieces of advice of American writer Nataly Parubocha. He claimed that often the smartest people are the laziest ones because they are looking for the ways to get out of work or to make it easier. Moreover, Bill Gates once said, "I will always look for the lazy man to do hard work because he will find the easiest way to do it." Actually, Parubocha said that lazy people always come up with ingenious, productive inventions. For instance, a car when they are lazy to walk, a microwave if they are lazy to cook something, bake or boil, or with a computer if they are lazy to count in their minds. That is why Parubocha offers a few particular tools how to benefit from the laziness, how to make it your friend if you use it the right way. At that very moment, that was actually a few sentences in that article, I thought that I was too lazy to finish it actually. I saved it into my phone and promised myself to finish it in the transport. However, that was an obstacle. I didn't have a reading application in my mobile phone. And you know what? I was too lazy to download it. The person who saved me was my brother, who downloaded and installed that application into my mobile phone, and I read that article till the end in the huge traffic jam, not to get bored out of waiting. And that's exactly what the first piece of advice by Nataly Parubocha. Just put up an obstacles which make it harder not to do it. Actually, that is how this speech was created. I started preparing a few weeks ago, and a week ago on Sunday I was thinking, oh, it's a week till next Sunday, I have a lot of time to do it, and I will write a few sentences during the day, on each day. On Monday, I got a call from the friendly Toastmasters Club with challenge. Nataly, would you like to deliver a speech at our club tomorrow? It is really a huge obstacle for me to say no to my Toastmaster friend from other Toastmaster club. So I had nothing to do but to finish the article during the day and rehearse it in the transport, and here I am with the prepared speech. There is another, a really useful lazy tool. Make it harder not to do it. That was the first one. And the second one, be productive to avoid doing something. In order not to do particular, really hard stuff, do many other things instead, which might also be important. Actually, on that point, Parubocha offered is to create a plan and put the most difficult thing on the first place. But guys, how can you imagine a lazy person creating any plan? However, I have created a bunch of plans for me, and all of them look like this one. That's my plan. But when there is a really difficult, annoying, or even stressful thing that I have to do, and I avoid doing it, I recall in my mind all the stuff I had to do instead. I recall everything just not to do that hard thing. Like it was this Friday, when I had to do a really important call to the problem client and to ask him for a not very easy favor. I arranged for myself that call on 10 a.m. on Friday. At 10:30, I looked at my phone and realized that I have to finish my article by all means. At 3 p.m., I found myself having done everything which I planned for the day. At 4 p.m., I found myself having done everything which I planned for the beginning of the next week. On 5 p.m., I looked at my phone thinking, just stop procrastinating in Facebook. I called him on 5:30 when he finished his working day and started preparing and celebrating the upcoming weekend. He was relaxed, friendly, and disposed to do everything. Win-win solution. That is also the third lazy tool, which sounds like wait until the last minute. Sometimes you will realize that something is really important when you got an urgent call and 10 messages on different messengers asking for you to be submitted. But how to manage many urgent things? To delegate. Lazy people love to become managers, to delegate things to others and thus look productive. But even if you aren't a manager, you may delegate to your coworkers, even to your boss. I delegate half of stuff which needs to be done and go on enjoying my laziness. There is another tool of how to not to avoid doing things. Do not to do them at all until they are no longer needed. Now I'm ensuring you to obtain a friend into a biggest enemy of the office workers, procrastination. Delaying doing things for a week or two, you soon realize that they are no longer needed. Turns out they didn't matter anyway. If it happened that you have to do something by all means and this thing is really important, promise yourself a lazy reward, saying, after doing that thing, I will watch my favorite movie, I will drink a cup of coffee or procrastinate on Facebook. And the last, but the most important lazy tool, go with what excites you. If you are lazy to do something, probably that something seems boring to you. If so, try to move on to the things which really excite you, or try to make boring things exciting. Having said all of that, I feel really excited. And it is my turn to get my lazy reward. Madam Toastmaster.